Do you have a story to share with the world? Of course you do. We all have stories to share. An Anchor podcast allows you to share your interests in a way that connects to others all across the globe. If you have been considering starting your own podcast and don't know where to begin, Anchor makes it easy to record, edit, and publish with the click of a button. You can even add music. Whether it's crime dramas, self improvement, paranormal adventures, or tips about parenting, you too can share your unique imprint on the world. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. You've got this. I believe in you. Welcome to the Existential Empath Podcast. My name is Tanya, and I am an intuitive empath. My intention is to share valuable tools and techniques that I have learned so you can tap into your own inner healer naturally and intuitively. Welcome back, soul family. It is a beautiful day here. It is the spring equinox, March 20th, and it is 11:11 a.m. here in the Pacific Northwest. And I just got done saging my place, and it's beautiful blue skies. And I thought I would jump on here really quick and do a very short podcast on ways that you can raise your vibration. And when we have an equinox or a shift, a solstice or a shift in seasons, it's always a good idea to cleanse your energy in your space. And so I just cleanse my entire space with Palo Santo, which I don't usually use as often as I use white sage or dragon's blood. But I was feeling guided to use that today, and it smells amazing. And so, ask yourself, what types of things do you do on these seasonal shifts that help you cleanse your energy, release things that no longer serve you? You may do something along the lines of spring cleaning. I know that's a common concept. Once the weather starts warming up a little bit, you may want to start purging. And when we physically purge, we also purge energetically as well, and vice versa. When we energetically purge, oftentimes we feel guided to physically purge too. So I'm just going to go through some basic ways that we can raise our vibration during these times. And now, this doesn't always have to happen on the solstice or on an equinox. You can do this all year round. I just thought today was a nice day to be able to share this information. So, you may want to decide what behaviors or actions you no longer will tolerate from yourself or others. And you could write them down, you could verbalize them. I would suggest getting a journal so that way you can document these, so it's always a good time, or a good reminder during a solstice or an equinox to pull that journal out. You can take a look at the last few months. How have you changed? Maybe some areas that you need to dive in a little bit deeper. And it just gives you a good understanding of where you're going and where you've come from, right? You may want to get clear on what lights you up, what brings that spark back into your life, and make some more space for that. And I know in the winter months, it is, very internal. We have a tendency to want to go within because that's kind of how the weather, guides us to do. And once springtime comes, we start seeing flowers blooming, and we, see the sun comes out more and the blue sky. And it's just that seasonal shift. And it gives us a little bit more of a pep in our step. It will, lead us more to the depths of our life's purpose. So, follow those little nudges, those little inspirations of, what really lights you up, what brings you joy, what sparks a passion deep down in your soul, and start following those nudges. Start doing more of that. You may want to visualize and embody your dreams more as well. Speak about it, right? Our thoughts are electric, our emotions are magnetic. And when we speak these things out into existence, out into the world, we amplify it, we broadcast it. So what are your dreams? Start writing those down, and then start playing them out, start acting them out, and act as if they have already happened or that they are currently happening. We always want to do things in the now moment. So, be more consciously aware of what your dreams are. Let go of needing something outside of your basic essentials of, safety, security. Find gratitude and appreciation for what you do have in your current life right now. And there is a different frequency between gratitude and appreciation. When we are grateful for something, oftentimes it means that we haven't had it in the past. And now we are so grateful for it because we were lacking it before and now we have an abundance of it. But when we appreciate things, it really puts us in that present moment of what we have. And it opens up our hearts and it provides that compassion for the things that, we can currently, use all of our senses to see, feel, hear, taste. Uh, so we have a better uh, energetic feeling for what it is that we appreciate. So I encourage you to appreciate things. Shift your energy just a little bit and, always be grateful, but also encourage you to be appreciative as well. Be willing to let go of the personality that doesn't support the next version of yourself, right? We go through these stages, these changes, almost like a butterfly, right? We're in the winter, we're in the cocoon and we're nice and warm and cozy, but we're transitioning through that time. And then as springtime comes, we begin to get ready to spread our wings, right? We get ready to crack out of our cocoon, our isolation. And as the spring and we move into summer, we start to get stronger and more confident in who we are. So, you know, who is the person that you may be holding on to that you no longer resonate with anymore? Give yourself permission to let that aspect of you go. And also give yourself permission to ground into the new aspect of you that you want more of, that person that you really want to be, that authentic, genuine you. When we suppress our reactions to things and we don't allow it to move through our body, we don't allow that energy to move through our body, what happens is we'll notice things in our physical reality. We may be having a lot of accidents, or things may not be working out for us properly, or we just feel disgruntled or frustrated. And a lot of that has to do with energetically, you want to be at a certain level or timeline of your higher self. However, you are physically living in a different timeline or aspect of yourself. And it's almost like straddling a bridge, I guess. You've got one foot on one side of the bridge and one foot on the other side of the bridge. It's a tiny bridge. And it really just takes the courage to decide which foot do I want to lift up so I can have both feet on that same side of the bridge. And when we are straddling the bridge, it can be really difficult because we are unclear of what we want and who we are. And we feel like almost like a tug of war, like we're being pulled in all these different directions. But once we make that firm, confident decision to walk on the same side of the bridge, then we feel much more confident in who we are. We feel more balanced. We feel more stable. And we can move forward in expressing ourselves in a much deeper way. You want to speak positively about yourself because you are the one who's actually listening, right? That little voice inside of your head, no one else is hearing that unless you're physically, verbally stating it out loud. But you are the one who is speaking to yourself all the time. So don't be judgmental of yourself, correct yourself, and, change your thoughts. There is a technique that I use all the time. It's called the cancel method. And when I catch myself in those negative thought patterns, I literally will bring that to my conscious mind and say, cancel, right? So, as an example, oh, I just feel so horrible today. I don't even want to get out of bed. There's so much going on in the world. I just don't know if I can handle it. Cancel. I am going to step out of bed today and I'm going to do something that makes me happy. even if it's something small, like taking a shower or taking a walk or, doing my hair and makeup. That makes me feel good. I am going to do one thing today that makes me happy. So it really just takes understanding that it's a subconscious program that's running in the back of your mind, and then recognizing it, canceling it, and then shifting it to a new positive thought. And this may take some time. You may notice that you have been having these negative programs running in the back of your mind for many, many, many years. And so once you start catching yourself and reframing it, reprogramming it, you'll begin to notice that once you shift your internal world, your external world will shift as well. You also want to embrace your darkness, right? Witness it. Do the shadow work. Don't hide or avoid or cover it up. Keep your proper outlets for it. So when you notice that dark energy coming up, witness it, face it. And then you can transmute it. You can transform it. You can shift it. Use your triggers as tools to kind of bring up those aspects of yourself that could use growth or expansion. Witness them, alchemize that energy, right? So as those subtle energies bubble to the surface, witness them, call them out, focus on them, and then transmute them, alchemize those. Utilize that programming of lack or that low self-worth that is, kind of inherited through our cultural society, our family, things that we were programmed as a young child. Disown those. Those are not who we are, right? We are beautiful, beautiful beings. And we have been taught or programmed from a very young age, oftentimes, that we are unworthy or we are not enough, or we can't do that. We aren't smart enough. We aren't fast enough. We aren't good enough. And it's not who you are fundamentally. It's not who I am fundamentally. So allow for wholeness to be a default system in your reality, in your life. And that's where you can use that cancel technique. When you notice those thoughts or emotions that come up of unworthiness or, lack of abundance, then you can cancel those out and reframe them to a more positive, uplifting thought. And you want to meet those emotional tides with compassion. As always, use your heart and really just dump compassion into those thoughts and emotions, because they are there seeking attention, right? They're there seeking attention, and we're bringing them to the surface for a reason. And it's kind of like a ripple effect. And if you aren't noticing or catching those auto programs in the back of your mind, then they are sending ripples out into your external environment. So the more that you can notice that, the better off that you will be. You will feel, you'll have different interactions. You're going to probably meet new people that have different mindsets or different perspectives on things. It's really like you're just shaking it up, right? You're shaking it up, sifting it out, like sifting out the gold nuggets, like I've talked about in prior podcasts. So I know this was kind of a short podcast, but I just wanted to share some of these ideas or thoughts that I had come to me. And being today as being the spring equinox, I thought it was a good day to share. So I send you all so much uplifting, positive energy, and smile, guys, smile, put a smile on your face. Do things that bring you joy and happiness, even if it's something small, buying yourself some flowers or, just getting out into your garden, whatever it may be. Do something that brings your self some happiness. Your soul will absolutely love you for it. You deserve to navigate your life as an empath in alignment with health, happiness, and abundance. To learn more about the services that I provide, including Beyond Quantum Healing Hypnosis, EFT tapping, and the Emotion Code, visit my website at www.thesoulcafe.org.